Hello everyone and welcome to a very special video where I'm going to show you one of my favorite features of the game, Isla Sinaloa. But to do that, we need to be right here on the farm because we're going to grow a crop in less than 15 minutes, maybe even less than 10. So let's get started. Right now, I am here at the farm and I already purchased some seeds, so we're going to start the whole process and the challenge of getting these in less than 15 minutes. You may know, or if you've played before, you've noticed that this is almost impossible because there's a time frame that you need to wait to keep watering your crops until you get to the stage where you can harvest them or collect the resource. So right now we're adding the seeds. As you can see, when you get in front of a tile, it will show you the seed, and then it'll show you this icon of a water drop. So that means that we can water this. So we're going to water the whole 6 tiles right now, and after we do that, we'll see that there's a timer that says that it'll show 5 hours and 59 minutes 59 seconds. That means that we can only continue watering this crop until after that timer is down to 0, and it'll show a different one, which is the time frame that you have to try this again. But we're going to use this very special feature that we can find at the Rune store. So we're going to go there. Right, so normally we would need to wait 6 hours to continue watering the crops, but right now we're going to use the time warp. This is something that we can use or actually find here at the Rune Interactive Terminal machine, and we simply redeem Rune Moons and click here to do the time warp. Then we click here, and what this does is that it's going to restart the day, or not restart it because it'll save everything you did before. So it's kind of like moving to a different day that will be like 24 hours in advance, and you'll have every other activity that you can do in a single day as if you're playing on a new one. So that means that right now we're only focusing on the farm, but you can actually just keep doing things that you do on the first time that you play during a day. But we're going to leave that for another video. So right now we can see here that more than 6 hours have actually passed, so we can just water these again, and then we're going to repeat until we get the final product. So again, each time that we water this, it'll change back to the 6-hour counters, and if you see right now, it does say 53 hours. That's the time frame that we have to water this until the crop is no longer good, and we'll need to remove it and do it with a new one. So right now, this is the second time that we water the crops. Let's go to the terminal again, and we're going to purchase another time warp. We do purchase this with moons, so you need to have a good amount of moons to do this. Right now I have this amount, and the time warp only costs 300, the same amount that you need to pay for traveling to surrounding islands for the ticket. So maybe if you're really focusing during this day or during the day that you're playing to just grow crops, then it's okay if you don't have a lot of moons, as long as you have enough to do this that we're doing right now. So this is going to be the third time. We're going to see now that again the timer will be back at 53 hours or something like that, 54. So we need to add more water, and we do it again. So this is the third time we're watering the crops, and normally this means that you will need to wait until 2 days, or at least 2 days to get your products, depending on when you try to, or when you started planting your seeds. This is without using the time warp. So, but it takes pretty much like 1 day and a half. But right now we're doing this in less than 15 minutes. Alright, so again, we're at the terminal. We're going to do the time warp. And again, we're going to go through another announcement so we can see through this announcements if another visitor, like in this case, we got Lenny Lizard. This is because you're going through different days. And that's why we are being able to continue watering the crops. So like I said, if you want to maybe do the special thing that you got from the time warp before going here to the farm, that's also fine. All right, so you can see that it's actually growing, and we're going to water this once more. All right. I think it's time that we also add some more water here for the next time that we return. So right now I am at 3,900 moons. So we still have enough to continue paying for the time warp or redeeming the moons. Okay, so we do this again. I really like the effect, like it does sound like you're traveling in time. So every time that I use it, it feels, it is very fun. Alright, so this day there was no announcement, for example, so this is how you go through events that normally would happen throughout a week. Right? So I think this will be the 5th time we water the crops. And only 3 more to go. And I am not watching or, looking at a clock right now or a timer, but I'm pretty sure that it's been less than 15 minutes. Like I said at the beginning, maybe even less than 10. I've done it before, but when I did it before, I wasn't explaining or, going through some of the features of the game. So I feel that it is quite possible that we can end this before 10 minutes even. You might imagine by now the benefits of doing this, which are that if you need to grow or if you need to keep feeding or start feeding animals, this is how you can get some resources. If you are at the point where you have the restaurant and you want to start cooking some meals for the resident neighbors, that's something you can also do, so you don't need to wait through several days to start doing those objectives. So right here, as you can see, we are ready to pick up the corn. Of course, the crop will no longer be good and we'll need to remove it, but by now we just got 6 of these and we are ready to maybe go and feed our cows, actually chicken with the corn, and start getting some eggs on the next day. So this is how we can grow crops from the beginning, from planting the seed all the way to getting the crop in less than 15 minutes. I'm going to add a counter here so we can know the exact time and how much time it actually took for us to get here. But that's going to be it for the video. I hope this was useful for you. Take a chance and make sure to use the feature and try to get as many resources that you can from there. Like I said, the time warp will not only allow you to move through the time so you can continue watering your crops, but it can give you so many benefits that it's something you're going to keep using. I'm pretty sure of that. It's a feature that I love and that it gives me a chance to do more stuff in the game whenever I am ready to do it, and if I don't want to wait hours to do something else, or maybe a different day. So go ahead and check it. I think you will actually love it, and I'll see you in a different video, and until then, goodbye.